Hey superstars, it is Megan Lane, the intuitive actress, and I'm coming to you live from my brand new apartment. Very excited. I finally am getting settled in. I finally am out of the in-between. So I thought I'd make you all a video about how to survive the in-between when you're in transition, when you're neither here nor there. Maybe you're switching jobs, maybe you're ending a relationship and looking to date again, maybe you are moving to another state, whatever it may be. Transitions are really difficult. We do really well with knowing where we're going, when we have a plan, when things are just rolling along. We as humans don't do as well with the unknown and the in-between. So I kind of wanted to address this thing and kind of look at it like the Hanged Man in the tarot, which has to do with the transitional period. I call it, sometimes it feels like a taffy pull, like you're being pulled in two directions because you're in the in-between and you're not done with the old yet and you're not in with the new yet. It's like very, very transitory. And that can be very anxiety producing. It has been for me. You saw my other videos where I was going crazy. And my dream apartment actually fell through. The people I was dealing with were cuckoo bananas, and I'm kind of glad they're not my landlord now. They lied to me. They postponed telling me things. They didn't communicate well. They, was one excuse after another, and ended up finding something better. Like I talked about in my "It's Not Your Superstar" video. It wasn't my superstar. This apartment is, and it's better. Like it doesn't have some of the features I really liked about the other one, but the price is better. I love the neighborhood. It's even more of a walking neighborhood than the other one, and so coming from a place of finally feeling settled again and having come through it, feeling like I'm in a new beginning, I can talk about the transition because I just went through it. So some things that help me in that, and that might help you, is appreciating what you have. I know that sounds weird, but going into gratitude, and I know this is a popular concept and it's almost obnoxious in the New Age community or whatever, the metaphysical community, but going into gratitude really does help. Being grateful for what you do have. While I was going crazy and wanting more space, I was really spending a lot of time on my patio, sitting outside reading or talking or making these videos, whatever I was doing, because I really love the outdoor space. I sat and I watched the hummingbirds, and I sat by my flowers, and I looked at the mountains, and I thought, I'm going to appreciate what I have right now, because I won't have it. I'll miss it when it's gone. And being grateful does help energetically to bring in the new so that you're ready to accept it. It also gets you a little less anxious about, I hate this, I'm so ready to be done. It gives it a positive spin in the meantime while you can't do anything else. Love the things that you love right now, even if it's not perfect. Another thing is giving yourself permission to take a break from it all. When you're looking for a new place or online dating or anything where you're kind of ready to get your hooks into the new beginning and it's just not happening the way you want it to, or there's a lot of pressure on it being this perfect thing, it's a really good idea to take breaks from it. Go out with your friends, go to a movie, go on a hike, go have a fun night out of drinking and dancing, whatever it takes for you to take a break from whatever it is you're obsessing over or trying to force to happen. Things don't tend to work out that you're trying to force. Things will happen naturally that are meant to be. So take a break from it, give yourself a rest, and just put it on a shelf. I've talked about this before, but I think it's important in this kind of energy to do that. It's knowing that the in-between times are a really amazing time for learning. Like soul-wise, they're a time when we really expand our soul. So it's a great time to set intentions for the new. And the new life that you want to create, one of the best things you can do is get very, very clear on what that looks like. So this is a great time to plant seeds before it's there on what you want so you can get clear on what it is you're trying to make happen. It's very easy to go, I want something abstract, like I want to move to LA, and like in what kind of place, around what kind of people. You have to get clear. So I'll give you guys an exercise. I learned this one from Marilyn Aloria, who I'm sure probably got it passed down through other teachers, but it's called A Day in the Life. And it's a writing assignment. So get your pens out, get ready to do this after the video if you would like. And what you do is you imagine your life 3 to 5 years out, or however far out in advance feels good to you. I do about 3. Any more than that feels like too far ahead to know, and any less than that feels like panic pressure to get it done. So I do about 3 years out, and I just imagine, or it could be shorter term too. I imagine my life the way I want it to be, and you write down from start to finish what that perfect day is in the future when you already have everything you already want, and your life is looking the way you would have it look. So for me, it's like I wake up, I get a roll over. It's like writing. That's what I'm looking at with my hand. Wake up, I roll over, and out the window is blank, and it's this time of morning, and this is what my comforter looks like, and I go feed my dogs, and then whatever. Be really, really, really specific. I even put people into my vision that aren't there yet in my life. Like there's a partner there, and I can't see his face. I can see his hair. I don't know why, but the top of his head. And I don't know if he's a husband or a boyfriend, and it doesn't matter. I just know that he's there. So, and dogs, and I don't know if there's kids in the house or not. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. So I'm like, I know I want dogs. I know that's my immediate future. So get really clear and then write it start to finish. And then after you're done writing it, my second part 2 that I've added on of this homework is to take a step back from it and look at what you're giving yourself permission to have someday that you don't give yourself permission to have right now. And figure out how to either bring that energy in now or plant seeds for what will get you there in the future. For instance, in mine, I'm acting. So that means I still want to act. So that means I have to audition, make sure my headshots are current. These kind of things I can do right now, no matter what the future is later on. I'm planting seeds for it. The other thing is to bring in what you don't think you can have right now if you can have it. Like, for instance, I've always wanted a vintage bar cart. Always. It's so weird, but I wanted a French-style, big-wheeled vintage bar cart. And I'm like, I can afford to do that now. Why am I waiting till I'm married or have a big house? I can do it right now. So I'll show it to you. This is one of my dreams come true, and I'm very, very excited about it. But I'll walk you over there and give you a little sneak preview. Let's see if I can. There it is. Oh, tilt it that way. There we go. See, I'm still moving, so things aren't perfect, but that's my point. And it's made me very happy because I'm like, now I can entertain more here in a grand style, which is what I wanted to do. So another thing that can help once you figured out what that vision is plan making. Plan making is something you can do even if you're stuck and not moved yet. So the other thing is researching. So you can research neighborhoods if you want to move somewhere, even if you're not in that city. You can research what are the best agents. You can research how do I become a fireman? Whatever it is that you're interested in doing next. Do some research and then make a plan. Give yourself 3 action steps. I would give yourself 3 action steps since it's not overwhelming just to get started. So it's like my first action step could be researching something. My second action step could be I'm going to put away $20 a week towards whatever it is I'm saving for or whatever it is. And then like, a third one might be make a phone call to something relevant to what you want. So just get started with that. It gets the energy moving and kind of pulls you out of transition and into the new beginning. Even if you're waiting for your lease to go up or waiting for something. Waiting is one of the hardest places to be in. I tell people, don't be a lady in waiting. Don't be a knight in waiting. Don't be these things. Because waiting is like stagnant energy. Instead, be moving even if you're not physically moving. At least energetically or mentally, you're preparing instead of waiting. So that's a really important distinction energetically and what it does for your life. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Oh, try to push through. They say if you're going through hell, keep going. It's very easy to get depressed or stuck. Try to push yourself through the transition and just give yourself permission to have feelings. It's okay to be fearful. It's okay to need to cry. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be angry. Go ahead and feel those feelings. That's normal in transition. Moving is hard. Breakups are hard. Change is hard. I mean, if you have 3 major things of those, they say it's a major life transition. And it can be very, very stressful on your soul and on your body and on your emotional and mental systems. So give yourself some grace and be gentle with yourself. I also highly suggest only, this is key, only surrounding yourself with positive people. Unless you are stuck with them at work and then you avoid them to the best of your ability. Because when you're in transition, it's hard enough as it is, and you need to be around people who support the new vision of you, the highest vision of you. And if they don't belong in your life. I'm sorry, there I said it, but they don't. Because those people will drag you down and keep you stuck where you were. Sometimes people don't even want to see you move forward because they want you to stay where they are. It could be jealousy. It could be fear of losing you. There's a lot of motivations behind that. So be around the people who support that new vision of yourself, and fall in love with that new vision of what you're trying to build. It's that emotional, and it's that emotional energy and magic that happens that gives you the motivation to push forward in the logical, physical world. They're very intertwined. They're not separate. That energetic love and mojo and that logical making things happen are very intertwined because it's our emotions that drive our actions a lot of the time. Even if we think it's thinking, it's often feeling as well. So I hope this helps. Hang in there. It's not forever. That's the point of a transitional period. It's a period. It ends. Period is at the end of a sentence. Eventually you'll be in a whole new chapter. So here is wishing you luck with that, and take it easy.